was Zero Tolerance back with. I almost forgot about this, but we're gonna do this. Get this done over. Clifford the big red dog movie from 2021, I believe it was. I think so. Yeah. Um, yeah. We're gonna get this quick and done because the LFG is gonna be on. Yesterday was the No Forgiveness pay per view where kind of a shock at the end there, but anyways, the release date in the United States was November 10th, 2021. And yeah. Um, you know, I did enjoy this. I'm going to get this out of the way. I did enjoy this, so let's get on to it. New York City, a 12-year-old Emily Elizabeth lives with her mother, Maggie, and his only one friend, schoolman Owen. Maggie leaves Emily in the care of her uncle, Cassie, before going to Chicago for a business trip. Mr. Brackwell, who ran an animal rescue tent at a park, introduced Emily to a small red puppy whose family has been taken by a dog catchers, which that was the beginning of this, by the way. He said that the puppy will grow basically on how much love he received. Cassie rejected the adoption due to dogs not behaving allowed in the apartment building. When Emily gets home from school, she finds the puppy in her backpack and names him Clifford. Cassie allows her to keep Clifford only for one night. And the next morning, Clifford has grown to giant like that. Proposed Clifford eventually chases and plays with a man in an inflatable bubble in a park. Ward excuses spends it online after learning from a vet service from Bradwell Pags Martin with animals and their owners. The Howard plan to get information on his weird boy Clifford eventually escapes from Cassidy's truck and humiliates Emily's bullies by licking her with a sock. Her gives Emily the friend she always wanted. Sad Tangerine, the owner of the Brethren community, learns of Clifford from his absence. Lori, he wanted to discover the secret of dogs. Structure then contacted the Popo, pleasuring crime he to have generating Clifford and leaves when city when meeting of him. Emily and Cassidy are eventually from their apartment by surprise. Mr. Packwood, who titanically also taped off and pressured the Popo and Laren after Emily refused his bar. Owen and Emily escaped with Clifford and Cassie's van while their neighbors fend off the Titanium bodyguards, aka the Goon Squad, as like what he's referred to. The three Shattering and Owens luxury patron apartment where Cassidy said that Clifford can't stay with Emily, prefer that they find Bradwell and have him shrunk the dog down to his original size if Bradwell can't be found. Clifford must be sent away to surrendering where Owen's family, Mr. Yu, owns an animal surrendering. They race to the hospital only to find a parent who says that Bradwell has died. Out of options, the two contacted Mr. Yu, who agreed for a tugboat to take Clifford to a friend's rent to China after Emily bid her comforting a tearful goodbye. The tugboat steers away under the cover of the night. Law enforcement, however, eventually the surrendering due to the Titan claim that Clifford was stolen. Clifford is air freight via helicopter. Leverins and Cassie soon learns that the person who died at the hospital was a different man, meaning Bradwell is still alive. So he and Emily try to save Clifford from being exterminated at Leverin. Once again, aired by friends from the neighborhood, they break into the Leverin headquarters and rescue Clifford, who flees through the city, Emily riding on him. At Manhattan Bridgeton Park, Emily reunites with Bradwell. He said that he cannot make Clifford small again, as it was her love that made him big. Bradwell advances Emily eventually of Clifford and himself, and that being different is a gift. Emily explains to everyone the information of love, rejection of differences. Titanic then arrived and said Clifford's owners can't be demanded by scanning a ID chip. His scanning security information earlier, Bradwell makes the chip infect Emily as Clifford's rightful owner, leaving Titanic to be fired for lying to the Popo and wasting the Popo's rescuing. Emily and Cassie reunite with Maggie as Owen proposed to take a group photo of Clifford's family, Emily, Cassie, and Maggie, and the neighbors. Clifford shows two people in bubbles in the park and chases after them while Cassie rides in the horror adopted Clifford's back. And then Parkway later reveals Emily and Maggie eventually by Clifford, his new assistant in the apartment building. Cassie leaves his van and goes to work for school. Comparing Emily, and fact were panicked, immunity neutral of Clifford while remaining his hand drawing. Basically that. Comparing employing that Cassie's new job is engineering and factoring books about Clifford. New York City returned band together to build Clifford a giant doghouse between the Givers Law Farm and Alphonse and Ball again. And yeah, that's how it ends. So yeah. Uh yeah, I enjoyed it. I give it a B plus. But what happens when we have two dogs crossing over from each other? It's straight out of nowhere. Yeah. So I'll do my Raw review tomorrow, and then Tuesday, well, it's not going to be the Barnyard game review because I'll wait till next month for that. Maybe a dumpster fire. Maybe. But there's that. Like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel, include the Case channel, as well as my secondary channel, Titles Retro Reviews. So you will see on Thursday, WWF Foley Lloyd 2000, and there. Bye-bye.